Hello, everybody. I don't know if I'm going to edit this or not, but I'm just testing recording on this Mac I bought earlier. And I wanted to start doing YouTube videos because I've been talking to a lot of people about what I do, and I just wanted to give you guys kind of an idea of how I do things and how I run my business. And so you see here on the right side of my folders, this is of course my business folder, but I got these and these. All do there are certain things depending on what I do over here. And some of these are in groups, like all these with an M. Those are these 7 right here. They each run a specific day, and this one has the 4 days, so this is day 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I run this, it will tell me the day. And we don't have anything going on tomorrow because tomorrow is Saturday, and Monday is a holiday, so that'd be 4th day would be on Tuesday. So this will work. And it tells us that we have 68 stocks to go through, and it's calculating all of these and it puts into this folder. So it gives me a list, like let's see the notification CPTA, which is right here, and we see all the data right here. Alright. And then if it ever passes, which will also show up here, we will see pass.text, and it tells me which ones. So it makes my job a lot easier. It gets rid of all the tedious work that I do. So I can close this. And the 4-day just pretty much runs all those at the same time. Let me give an example of that. It's an automator script, so it can combine multiple programs together. Then after when each one finishes, it automatically moves to the next one. Hello. What day is that? Monday? Surely that's not Monday. I gotta see this. That doesn't tell me. It won't tell me. I'll just go ahead and close this. It's working just fine. Then we have the stock day. If I want to see specific days, and like if I don't like how this looks, I can just go here, type in CV. Oops, that's not the right one. And that's going to continue to run until the next script finishes. The current script that it's running finishes. Alright, so we can say 10 as the month, 23 as the day, 19 as the year. And it's going to show me the same data that's coming over here. Okay, so it says 6560 and 6560. And I can go through each day to tell me what was the status of that stock. So that's pretty helpful, and that gets put in the day scan. So I can go back and it looks through this information. So again, it saves me tedious work, and this is the one I just did, so CVX. And this keeps a running list of it. So I can compare them to that dividend file. Alright, so SCADA, it's not so much used much, but it used to be used a lot before to keep track of things. I've figured out the accounting that the brokerage does now, so I don't really need that right now. I just pretty much rely on the actual accounting and buying and selling on the brokerage side, so I'm not really concerned about that. So that used to be a big thing, that program right there. I'll just show you what it does, give you an idea. Some of the stuff we don't use anymore. Some of it doesn't work because we've switched to a business account, so it can't even. This only works with a personal account, so it doesn't work. Error checking, it checks our spreadsheets. We don't use spreadsheets anymore. We just keep it down here, and then, like, if you go here and see notifications, it tells me what's passed, so it keeps running total of things, which is great. We got the accounting. The accounting was the big one. We don't use it much anymore. Debug. If there's a stock that I'm looking at, then I can use this. And it runs the same as one of these, except it runs for a specific stock, not a specific day. Like if I type CVX. Oh, I'm going to have to update it because I just changed. Well, temporarily I can do this. So I put, let's do PG because that one's passed. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it passes. PG is passed. And then we can go on notifications and it says it there too. So if I don't forget what it says, I can always go back to notifications. And then it of course shows me the same data as this does over here. So it really helps me out. Like if you go here, we're going to see the same information. So yeah, makes my job a lot easier. And Cash Advance, well, actually,
alert.
Let's do earnings. This one I've been working on. Pretty much kind of a big project that I'm working on. It looks for stocks, earning dates, and it gives me an EPS forecast, and then it gives me a suggested site to look at if I should buy it or sell it. I like this program. It's been one of the hardest. Been a little bit tricky to get it working. I based that software on this. No, it's a little confusing, but they worked together. Alright, so yeah, so I'm basing the new earnings update, what you just saw, off this program. So it says, what am I interested in? Let's say programming. It's going to ask my country of citizenship. I'm going to put US. And what it's doing is it's looking through every country in the world, and it's giving me websites of what I searched for, that interest I put in. And then it's going to give me data based on travel. It's going to say, what is the status? Like, is it safe to go? Should I not go there? If a visa is required, if a visa is not required, and certain stuff like that. And that's kept over here. So it's pretty interesting. And the travel source, it just points to the country of origin, what's based on your country, which is put right here. So if you do, let's do, I don't even know what country this is. So here it is. It tells you passport information, visas required, vaccinations, stuff like that, and embassies. So it can give you some really good information based on the country that you're from. So, last but not least, don't need that. Don't need that either. So, last but not least is this program I've been working on. Now, I've paired this to my credit card information for interest rates and APRs and such like that. So, let's say I wanted to, if I saw a good stock and I wanted to put I think I'm going to be able to make about $1,000. Let's say $1,000. It's going to tell me what credit card I might choose to use with it. So APR is 21.45 for this particular thing. This borrowing. The fee that I would have to pay, that would be the fee of taking out money. The cash advance fee is $30. The percentage of what I'm having to pay is 3%. And the total cost for the month would be $51, which is the APR plus the fee. And that together is 3% of $1,000. And it says that the card is eligible because that means that the fee is lower than the, let me see if I can say this, the 3%, there's, I think for that card it's, you have to make, they would charge you $3, I think it's 10% or $3, whichever one is greater. And if it's $3, then it's going to charge me 10%. And of course, I don't want to pay more than I have to. Let me give you an example of that. So if I put, I think 200 is the maximum, so I'm going to do 150. Alright, here we go. Okay, so it's 3%, I had it backwards. It's either you get 3% or you pay a $10 fee. Of course, I don't want to pay a $10 fee if I can pay, what is this? Card is $10 fee. Alright, so I'm going to do $200. I think $200 is the even point. No. I really don't, maybe it's 230. Alright, here we go. This is where they separate. Alright, so for this particular card, if I wanted to take out $230, my Capital One would charge me a $10 fee, but I get charged only 3%, or 5% for this TD Ameritrade card, just for taking out that cash advance. So I'll be paying less money, so to speak, if I just went with the TD Ameritrade, which is, I think, 5%. I think Capital One is 3%, TD is 5% for me. And of course, it also shows payday loans. That was just there to see another option that I could borrow money from. But as you can see here, they just can't beat the banks. Total cost per month, even if I paid a $10 fee, I'm still paying less than $276, $241, $246, and then we got that $276. I mean, it's an option there, but they can't beat the banks in my particular case. So I just wanted to show you how that worked. And also got charts here. This shows dividend performance. I can put the X date and the payout date. See how the changes, which one, see a disparity between the two. And with this, I think that if they're more balanced out, like these aren't balanced, then you have a better chance. Like this, for example, you see how they're balanced? It seems pretty consistent. Then we see something like this. This is, that looks good too. So you want kind of like a balance. I think that's how I'm going to read that. This one, see this disparity right here? It's not balanced, and you can see right here that's not balanced. That's supposed to be greater than this number, 41. Everything else is fine. Well, except this. This one down 1 cent. Oh, but that doesn't really matter. This was another test I was doing, maybe. So I'm trying to see, give a rough estimate. Well, not even a rough estimate. I want kind of like a accurate number, percentage wise, of if I'm going to make money on a particular stock or not. So that's kind of like, let's see if I would have made money from that. This one actually passed. I remember seeing it on the pass list before. Yeah, that's a pass. The payout date, X date. So that's what I do. I write all the software. I love writing software, and it helps me. So yeah, that's all of it. If you thought this was interesting, a like or send a comment, send feedback. If you have a question, if you like this stuff, then maybe you can send me a message and I'll tell you how to do it, how to get started with stocks. So, I'll see you guys later.